There is a way to send the bomb shoot early and hit the switch before getting to the wall, but I like to get to the wall and then Z-target the wall. Yeah, once you Z-target the wall, you just drop a bomb shoot here, and you don't have to worry about missing because it's already like centered. That's pretty much all there is there. The switch back in that room, there's like an old method to like use the Octoroks spitting whatever it is they're spitting at you, and you can get ISG and like side hop before it hits you and whip out your shield, and you can basically float up to the switch and hit it with your sword, but that's super slow, so it's not very used anymore. So this is Ruto. You have to talk to her 3 times before you can pick her up and get on your merry way. As far as I know, Ruto is necessary to keep one of the switches down right in front of the boomerang room. But I've seen like one video of some guy that like somehow tripped the switch by backwalking onto it or something, and it stayed down permanently, and he was able to get in without Ruto. But it hasn't been like seriously proven that that's a viable setup or method yet, so I guess you're stuck with using Ruto from now on until a new glitch has been proven and discovered. So watch out for the shabombs, although they look like giant bubbles. They're called shabombs for some reason. Throw Ruto that way, sidewalk to the left and backflip. Typically you want to backflip onto the switch, which I am having trouble lining up. And you just swim forward, grab the ledge. You have to kind of wait for the water to fully fill before you can actually grab the ledge. Now you can either target the switch or throw it untargeted. It doesn't matter, as long as you're close enough, and it should be able to hit it just fine. I guess you can roll through the shabombs without taking damage, but it's not that important. You just shield whatever that ball thing is back at the Octorok. You can practice your ISG here. Make sure that you flick your shield after you're done with your ISG, otherwise you can't jump on the platform and that's going to fall down, which would be really bad. I want to mention that like all the C buttons at this point and even the A button will throw Ruto. Or I think the B button and all the C buttons will throw Ruto, but like the A button will be the only one that places her down, I think. Or maybe they all drop her, and if you hold forward and hit any of the other buttons, then she's gonna be flung. So just be careful there. I mean, once you throw her in the water and you have to wait for the platform, and then basically you have to do all that all over again from the very beginning, and it's like might as well reset at that point. There's so much time wasted. I don't know. It's like 2.5 minutes or so, or something like that. I'm sure there's a way to backwalk that area there. You don't have to worry about those electrocuting worm things. Kind of keep a straight angle on this switch, and then at the very last second hold right, and you should be able to get Ruto on there and shield drop it and move on your merry way. If you didn't pull your Deku stick earlier, like on the platform would have been a good time to do it, and then slash it once, and then don't use your swords anymore because you're going to be crouch stabbing with that damage from now on. That's one way to do it. Or if you do it like I'm going to do it here, I'm just going to do a jump slash and then use the stored jump slash as the 2 damage to crouch stab the rest of the stingrays in this room. So I equipped my Deku Nuts because it's important, because basically the first Deku Nut will get them out of the ground, the second Deku Nut will turn them all blue, and then you can either... I just got rid of my jump slash there by swinging my sword. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so now I got my damage back. Yeah. Why am I leaving the room? Oh, the switch is permanently down. I guess I was showing you that. Once you enter the room, that is. And I jump slashed again for some reason. Okay, so 1 Deku Nut, 2 Deku Nut. They're all stunned. You can either walk to each of the 4 enemies, or you can roll and do a crouch stab to each of the enemies. If I had not done a jump slash, but I just started crouch stabbing them, it would have taken 2 hits rather than 1. The way it works is like the sword does 1 damage, like a regular B slash, and then a jump slash does 2 damage. A deco stick, I believe, does 4 damage, or maybe 4 damage with a jump slash with the deco stick. And like, I think the master sword does 2 damage with a regular slice, and then 4 damage with the jump slash. I'm not exactly sure on that. And I think the Begorn sword does like 8 damage or something ridiculous. It's important to keep this information in your head, especially when fighting bosses. You always want max damage. So the moral of the story is just remember the last attack can be crouch stabbed. It's important on stealtho fights too. I think I was pointing out that if I had just come out of the door from behind me and just went forward and rolled onto the platform and rolled forward, I could have made it over that gap. You didn't have to go around like I did. There's a box mega flip method, but I'm just going to do this like the normal mega flip I did outside of the Hyrule Castle to get up on the ledge. So you count 7 red flashes. It can be on the black. It can be on the red or the black 7th frame. It doesn't matter. And then you shield drop it, hit A, and hold down, and then you wait for that frame, and then you hit A and release everything, and you should be fine. Unlike there, I was still holding down, which is like, oops, my bad. I think what happened there actually is I Z-targeted before I let go of down, so it made me walk off the edge, and I didn't like that, so I'm resetting. Is there anything I'm forgetting? There is a Buri hover. It's possible to use it. It's definitely a slower method though, but if you're that low on bomb shoes and you don't want to reset, you want to continue the run, it is possible to get ISG, stand in front of a Buri that's going to attack you, and once it starts attacking you, you can kind of magnetize with it, and then you start doing backflips with your shield out, and you can levitate up to the platform that you need to stand on to lower it. It's cool. It gives you a shortcut, but I think right here I'm explaining that you can use the Octorok's spit or whatever it is to levitate up to the switch. It's a good idea to kill that particular Buri in front of me so that he doesn't get in my way when I'm trying to do this mega flip. Okay, now I'm explaining the Buri hover right here. This is so awkward because I don't remember what I was thinking back when I did that. But there's the platform that you would jump on and lower it, and then you can make it across. It is possible to go from where I'm standing now against the wall and Buri hover all the way up there. It's going to take some practice to do, and I've never done it myself, but I know it exists, so you can look it up. So this time I should make it across, hopefully, without, failure. There's the black frame. You can do this frame or the next first frame where it's red again on the 8th red flash, and there'll be identical results of you making it across. I'm not sure what I'm explaining now. I'm pausing for quite a while. Come on, Link. What's going on? Jeopardy music plays in the background. Do 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 do. Okay, I have no idea what that was. I probably got interrupted or something. Oh, did I miss the... I think I miscounted like the flashes or something. Maybe. I don't know. No, that's the frame I want right there. Okay, so do the backflip and don't do any inputs and you should be fine. As long as you're close enough to that edge, you should be able to make it. There is a way to do an extended bomb shoot slide backflip. You go into the explosion deeper than you normally would, and I don't know why I missed it. I think, yeah, I definitely miscounted, and I reset right there. So I'll just skip ahead, I guess. Is it recording? I hope it's recording. I can't tell. I can't see it. Okay, it's recording. Yeah, so I guess I quickly edited that little trip back again because we didn't need to see that. I guess on the last attempt, I went on like the 6th black frame rather than the 7th black frame, and that's why I missed it. Or I didn't get the mega flip. Or the bomb shoot mega flip, should I say. This time I counted right, and I'm just gonna hold down, hit R to shield drop it, and hit A to roll. Well, no, don't. Damn it. How did I mess that up? You don't hold down until after you shield drop and roll. So it'd be R, A, and then you hold down, and still holding R. Once you're in that frame position where he's leaning back, you hit A to do a mega flip over and just drop all inputs. You don't even have to hold the controller, and he should make it over just fine. Okay, this switch right here is going to be pretty confusing. So I'm going to wait until I get to the wall. There you go. So you want to Z target the wall, and then you want to do a 180. You want to put away your sword. You want to roll to the switch. You want to do two rolls here. You want to do a B, or hold Z, hit B, and then you want to do a jump slash after the recoil has finished. So you want to wait for it. Don't do it too fast. So when you're on the switch, it will automatically give you a cutscene, and then you want to release Z, hold up like a hard 12 o'clock. You want to roll on the first frame, and then at some point you want to pause. The frame after this is the frame that you're looking for, where Link, or actually this might be the frame right here, where Link has a shield out to the right. You can actually grab the, or open the door on the next frame following that one. There's also another method where you can backwalk into the switch, like I'm showing right here. And then you want to do a 180, and then do the same thing. Hold Z, hit B, wait for the recoil to end, hit A to do a jump slash, which I wasn't holding Z when I did that. So now I'm holding Z, hit B, wait for the recoil to end, hit A, jump slash. Yeah, I'm still holding Z until the cutscene happens. I release A, I release Z, then holding 12 o'clock forward, I hit A on the first frame, I roll pretty far as I can go, and then I pause before I get up, and then I just pause buffer the remaining frames until I see the one where I'm about to open the door. So this is how I understand this trick, and it also helps to pause buffer the right after the cutscene ends. You can pause buffer on that first frame. It also helps you with the roll and getting in the door. But you can also do it this way, where you roll outward and then you pause later. So it would be the next frame where I would hit A, and that's why I'm trying to get that one frame increment. But no, I missed it somehow, and I was too far away from the door. You don't have to hold forward at the very end of this, only once you do the forward roll. So here we go again. I'm not sure if I'm close enough, but we'll see what happens, because I don't remember. One more frame, man. One more frame. Okay, so I got it that time. One more frame and hit A, and I think I go back to do it again. So this time I'm backwalking with my sword out. I should put away the sword. I guess not. I guess I just held Z and hit B from there. And that was the worst looking forward roll I've ever seen. So you want to put away your sword so that you can roll, but if you're backwalking, I guess it's okay to have your sword out. Hold Z, hit B, hit A to jump slash, and then the cutscene will activate. Release Z, hold forward, 12 o'clock, hit A to roll forward as far as you can, pause before your roll ends or during the roll, and then pause buffer your way to the end to where you'll unpause and hit A on the first frame. That's pretty much all there is to this trick, and it is quite an annoying one to get a handle under, or over, should I say. This is pretty much my alignment spot right here. To my left, there's like this little brownish red spot, and in front of me, there's this big black spot. This is my setup, but I might as well just like edit to the part where I start explaining this switch trick, because this alignment is completely wrong. Like, I'm not even in the right area, but basically the switch in the bottom right, like the 4 o'clock position, is that's where you want it, like the 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock position. You just barely want to see it. The reason why I missed that boomerang throw is because I hit Z before I released it, so it basically recentered my boomerang.